Hi everyone, I'm Mary with Mary Greeley News. Thank you for your support. Thank you for so many of you that have helped me out when YouTube decided to demonetize my videos. Yeah, a special thanks to many of you down there in Texas. Yeah, we got some good friends that follow our channel here. All my information is for educational purpose, to keep you up to date what's going on in the world in these end times. I really believe that if I don't warn people, tell them what's going on, then if something does happen to them, then their blood is on my head. It seems ever since I posted the video about the earthquake in Germany, the 4.0 earthquake, and on the German government website, they show, in fact, that earthquakes around the world have increased dramatically since sometime after the year 2000. And of course, the U.S. government, who seems to be turning towards being communist, socialist, don't want you to know and be prepared for the coming world events. So I want to thank everybody. I do have a PayPal account if you wish to help support what I do, keep me going. There's not many of us original YouTubers out there, after all. We're either being shut down or dying off. Myself, I'm 65 years old. Steamboat Geyser, I expect to erupt again today. Seems to be going between 6 and 8 days. It has erupted 42 times so far this year. Yeah, it broke the record of eruptions last year, and it's definitely broke the record again this year. Major earthquakes around the world do affect calderas of different volcanoes. This Vanuatu earthquake yesterday, or on the 5th, yeah, it was yesterday, a 6.0 did affect Yellowstone. Often large earthquakes in Alaska. They know for a fact that it creates earthquakes, shakes up the caldera there at Yellowstone. Yeah, it was a 6.0, 10 kilometers in depth. I had to add some new monitors because many of them weren't working on Jamises. I do have Holmes Hill now, and Norris Junction, and Yellowstone Lake. I'm going to show you Yellowstone Lake when that earthquake came in. This here is Holmes Hill. Now that one I got working, but the other ones they had shut down. Here we have Yellowstone Lake. Maybe it's another one at 2200 hours. It very well could have been this one at the Sandwich Islands. Now I did report about that earthquake. It was a 6.3, 10 kilometers in depth. Yeah, it made the earth ring like a bell. It more likely was this one and not the other one. This here would be the initial P wave of whatever earthquake it was, and then the S wave. And you can see here at Holmes Hill how it just really shook everything up. I'll pull this over. Now here at Maple Creek, they got one marked in red just before 1930. You can see the thickening of the lines here. We got another earthquake there. Another one at 3 o'clock Universal Time. Lots of small ones. Here we have Parker Peak. Look at all the small earthquakes. And one more recently down here. Let me pull this down for you. Yeah, Yellowstone is, in fact, the largest caldera in the world, and it is recharging. The western boundary. Look at them all in red. Now, when they're in red, it means the computer picked them up, and the geologists are supposed to come in and review what's going on. Horace Butte, you can see here where all the data was removed. Look at all the earthquakes. Normally, in the way it's supposed to work, when I pull a new file, it's supposed to go way back, but the data was not provided. Let me go to what it's showing right now. See that? Another thing I want to show you is if you look at all these earthquakes, how it's a line. It comes up through the Snake River Plateau. They are only reporting the most recent, a 1.5. That was from yesterday. A 0.9. Now that was Lima, Montana, and they're having earthquake swarms there. The fourth, a 0.8. That's way down here by the Madison River Plateau. There was a small swarm at Yellowstone Lake. Now I talked about the spreading that's going on here, just like under the ocean. Let me make that bigger so you can see the fault line. See that? And yeah, there was a small swarm here, 1.0, a zero point 0.1, a zero point 0.2, a minus 0.2, all very shallow. Another 0.2. Yeah, I caught the grandkids cold and my voice is very hoarse today, so if you excuse it, a little sore. Up here by Heben Lake or Hedgen Lake, however you want to pronounce it, everyone pronounces it different. This is the outside rim of the caldera, and you can see the earthquakes that occurred there. This one here, a larger one, a 1.5, a 1.0, a 1.1. Now, when Yellowstone originally erupted, this was the area that erupted. It kind of went in a counterclockwise and unzipping. When it got down here by Shoshone Lake and Lewis and Clark, the two resurgent domes basically collapsed at the same time, and that was it. Now, if you look here, see over here? This is how it blew out this whole mountain range. And I've shown you that using Google Earth. It blew it out way over to here, too. All this was blowing out from there to there. Yeah, that's a huge area that was just blasted into the atmosphere and surrounding area. Here's the area for Lima, Montana that's been having the earthquake swarm. Used to have monitors from the Montana Tech site, but they no longer provide public access to their monitors. And I'd be able to show you more recent earthquakes. Yeah, they don't want people to be prepared for any type of disaster that could be coming, and I say could. Even if there isn't a large eruption, a large earthquake could injure many people and take lives. Their whole plan is to depopulate the world by 3/4 of all the people. Too many people are evidently listening to me, so Google decided to take away my income. Yeah, they want to keep you poor. They want to keep you down. There is so many of us that are in the same boat, struggling, living from paycheck to paycheck or a measly Social Security. And I know I'm definitely being targeted. My daughter informed me that she's pregnant with the blessed event probably in May or June. And she looked up on YouTube about how many weeks along that the baby looks up, and she found all these videos on YouTube showing stillborn and dead babies on YouTube. Actual images of dead babies. So they allow that, and then all the other mindless junk garbage out there, the challenges that jeopardizes people's lives, they allow that. But they don't want me to tell you or other people to tell you what's really going on in the world. So the only files I was able to pull for Swarm was Yellowstone Lake, and I'll show you what was going on there. Yeah, now this is the melt. The line that goes from right to left is the melt. And these are earthquakes that occurred that they have not reported. Let me pull it down. This is what it was showing when I pulled the file. Yeah, I got 2 3-year-olds. Yeah, they're really rambunctious. They've been rambunctious for about 3 days. Even my son asked, is there an earthquake coming? Because, they've been so rambunctious at home. My one grandson got sent home from school yesterday because of his cold and his bad cough, running a temperature, not bad, 100 degrees. These are all recent earthquakes that they're not reporting. Here we got popping of the rock. Well, look at the signature there. See that? And we got another one there. Not being reported. And I've showed you how they downgrade these earthquakes. You know, it may be the one that happened, where was it? The Sandwich Island. EMSC said it was a 6.3, where USBS said it was a 5.3. Currently, it's 32 degrees there near Yellowstone. It's a lot colder here in South Dakota than it is there. It's about 23 degrees when I got up today. I think the high is supposed to be like 26. But anyways, you can see the snow. It was snowing here today in South Dakota. was snowing yesterday in South Dakota, and it's sticking. It's just a light snow. But you probably have noticed the melt on the ground, the melted snow from the heat of the caldera coming up. And also noticed that at times this is really dark, the steam that's coming up from the different vents. So that's all I have for you right now. If you have any thoughts or comments, I thank you so much for your support. I was really freaking out, and I'm still freaking out. I won't find out until December if they'll reinstate ads for my channel. My other channel, which I probably put this one on. I haven't decided which one I'm going to put it on. I won't know for 2 weeks if they're going to allow videos on there, but probably not, because that channel I use to put up a lot of videos that YouTube censors. Oh no, they can show dead bodies of babies, but anything educational or world events, yeah, they censor that. So what are your thoughts? Put your comments down below. Please subscribe. Please thumbs up my videos. Please stay safe. And I'll talk to you later. God bless you all. And I mean it. God bless you all.